Good morning, dear student. I am Rupak Shah from the Millennium School, South City, Lucknow. Today I will be taking your lecture number 8 for the chapter Motion. Before I start the content for today, there is a small recap of the topic that we have done in the last lecture. It was a graph for VT. The first one that we discussed, uniform acceleration when u is equal to 0. U means initial velocity was 0. So the body was starting from rest, or initial velocity is 0. So in that case, I told you that if you plot the graph between V and T, you get a straight line which looks like this, and you are supposed to find the value of S and A. So S, you will be finding the value by the area of shaded portion, that is a triangle. Half base into altitude, and acceleration by the formula slope P upon B. So these formulas are the standard formulas. So you have to find the S and acceleration with the same method. Second was uniform acceleration when u was not equal to 0. It means the body was not starting from the 0 speed. It was somewhere starting from 10, 20 or something, which is not equal to 0. So the graph looks like something different, and if you plot the V and T graph, it looks like this. So you get again a straight line, but which doesn't start from origin. So S again in this case we have to find with the area of shaded portion. This area of trapezium, and acceleration again by the formula slope P upon B. So these formulas, these particular methods should be clear to all of you, because next time we are going to do some numericals based on them, or questions based on them. So we are now going to the third case. It is called VT graph when body moves with constant velocity. Now it is a VT graph when the body is not changing the velocity. Now in this graph, what we have tried to show that V and T, which is taken in the same way, V is again in the y-axis and time, always on the x-axis. Body remains at the same speed, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 with a time. So if you join them, we get a straight line, not in this way, but straight line which is parallel to the time axis or x-axis. So if you make a VT graph for a constant velocity, we get a graph which is a straight line again, but parallel to the time axis. This has to, you have to mention, the straight line which is parallel to the time axis. So I am again explaining, time is same with the time. You can say the velocity remains same with the time. So what you have seen, that you are getting a parallel line. I hope this graph is clear to you. Again in this graph we need to find the S and A. So from the graph, again I am showing the graph. In the graph you have seen that it looks like a rectangle, not a triangle, not a trapezium. So if you want to find the S from the shaded portion or a enclosed portion or a area which is below the graph, is looking like a rectangle. So what you will do, length into breadth. And what is your length given? 20. And what is the breadth given? 10. So you can multiply 10 and 20. So what we have done, length into breadth, 10 into 20 or 20 into 10 is the same. So you get a 200 meter. And if you want to find the acceleration, you have to find with the formula slope P upon B. There is no slope, no perpendicular, you will write 0 upon 20, so it will come 0. So from this graph, the area of the shaded portion is length of the breadth 200, which is 20 into 10, or you can write in the same way 10 into 20, it doesn't make any difference. So slope P upon B 0 upon 20, so you get 0. I think all the VT graph and ST graph are clear by now. Next time we'll be taking some examples, some more numericals, or some more questions based on them. So it will be more clear in your mind how you have to find S and acceleration from the graph. So today, now we are now moving to the very important topic, which is the the question which is given most of the time in the examination. This is called equations of motion. Now there are three equations of motion. The first equation motion is given by the formula V is equal to u plus at, which is also known by velocity time relation. Second is S is equal to ut plus half at square, which is also known by distance time relation. And third is called v square minus u square is equal to 2as velocity distance relation. Dear student, please follow these equation of motions are very important, and you must understand what the value, what symbols we have taken, because everybody knows it is a final velocity, u initial velocity, a acceleration, t is taken for time, s for the distance, u initial velocity, t time, a acceleration, t. So these symbols which are used in the formula should be clear in your mind. So we will take one by one and try to get this expression from the graphical method which we have learned just now. So which way we have to do will make you understand by an example of making a graph. Now please refer this graph, VNT graph, velocity time graph, when u is not equal to 0. So we have marked them as 0 or a O, D, A, B, C. Follow them very clearly because we are plotting a VT graph for uniform acceleration when u is not equal to 0. So all cases are clear to you. So when we make a graph like this, we must underline the portion we have taken. So this portion OD is equal to initial velocity, u. This portion A to let's say C tak, AC, is final velocity. In this portion is the final velocity. This portion is the initial velocity. For example, it is 10. So it will be 10. And if it is 40, for example, here 40. So it will be 40. So this is final V. This is your U. And what will be this portion? V minus U. So if it is complete V and this is U, this is parallel, no? So this is U. This is also U. So if you minus V and U, this portion is obtained. This is V minus U. Try to understand them. See the video at least 2 or 3 times. But I am telling you, this is U. This is V. So this is U. So if you find AB, it becomes V minus U. So try to write them at one end. What we have taken? OD. OD is equal to U. AB is equal to V minus U. AC already I have told you V. AC is the full portion. V. What is your OC and BD? They are same, T. And what is your AD? It is a slope which is showing A, acceleration. So these symbols should be clear in your mind. What is OD? What is AB? What is AC? What is OC and BD equal to? And AD equal to A. So there are the things which I have shown in the graph. See them and find them. At least watch this video for 2 or 3 times. Correlate them. What I am telling you, you will understand. I am repeating once again. OD is equal to U. AC is equal to V. So AB will be V minus U. V minus U. OC and BD or a DB is equal to T, and your AD or a DA is equal to A. So now we are coming one by one derivation from the graph. It will be very easy to follow. From the graph, to get the first equation V is equal to UT, we are finding V is equal to U plus AT. A is equal to slope, P upon B. What's your perpendicular from the graph? What is the perpendicular from the graph? Perpendicular, and this is the base. Base perpendicular. So what is your perpendicular? AB, and so base DB or BD. So what we have written? AB upon BD. AB V minus U, BD T. A is equal to V minus U by T. Cross multiplying, V minus U is equal to AT. Taking U on that side, minus sign become plus. So V is equal to U plus AT. So you get equation number 1. Understand them properly, practice them well, you will understand. To get the second equation, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. We have taken S is equal to area of rectangle ODBC and area of triangle. I'll just show you the graph once again. In this graph, if you want to find this triangle, the distance from this graph, it will be area number 1. This is area number 2. We have to add them. Area number 1, area number 2, we are adding them. It is the area of this rectangle and area of this triangle. So we are adding them. Length into breadth. And what is the area of triangle? Half B into H. So length is OC, breadth is OD, half base. What is the base in the graph? Base in the graph is BD or a DB. And what is the altitude? AB. So we have already written all these things. T into U, which becomes UT, half. What is your VD? T. What is your AB? V minus U. Already we have written on the right hand side. So from the first equation, already you have seen B minus U is equal to 80. B minus U is equal to 80. So by using the first equation, we are going to put V minus U is equal to 80 here. And बाकी as it is रहेगा. UT plus half T as it is रहेगा. और V minus U की जगह हमने जो फर्स्ट इक्वेशन 80 है वो यहाँ डालना है. So 80 multiplied by T. So what you get? S is equal to UT plus half 80 square. So this is the second equation that we have obtained. Practice them well, observe them well, and find the way what we have done. At least observe for 2 or 3 times. You will understand well. It needs practice and a lot of concentration while doing all these things. I will explain them from this part. Area of rectangle L into B, area of triangle half base into altitude. So this time is OC. Already I have told you OD base. From the triangle again I am showing you. This is the length, this is the breadth. So you multiply U into T. And from the triangle half base BD into AB T. AB what we have taken? V minus U. From the first equation V minus U is equal to 80. So you can put the 80 value here and straightforward you get a equation number 2. So we are coming to the equation number 3 now, which is again a very important step. So instead of taking the distance in this way, the area of rectangle and area of triangle, we are taking now complete area. If you are saying see the diagram, you see that this is now a trapezium. So we are not taking separately, we are taking complete. We are taking the complete diagram now. Instead of taking separately, in this step we will be adding them, both of them. So it is area of trapezium half sum of the parallel side into H. So we have taken the sum of the parallel sides. This is the parallel side in the diagram, OD, and this is the parallel side AC, and this is the perpendicular distance. So we are putting the parallel side OD plus AC into T. So what we have done, please see, OD plus AC and T, that is OC. So half OD value U, AC is V, and instead of OC that we would put T. OC portion is showing T. So half we can write like this, V plus U into T. So again using the equation number 1, A is equal to V minus U upon T, cross multiplying, you can say exchange, we are just exchanging them. T is equal to V minus U upon T. इसको इधर ले जाना है, A को इधर ले जाना है. So you get T is equal to V minus U by A. इस वैल्यू को हम उठा के यहाँ रख देंगे. यहाँ तक करके फर्स्ट इक्वेशन को अप्लाई करके हमें A और T को एक्सचेंज करना है. T V minus U upon A है, and then that has to be put over here, and as soon as we put the value over here, T की जगह हमने इसको रख दिया, बाकी सब as it is. So you get an identity, A plus B, A minus B. So V square minus U square, 2 multiplied by A, 2A. S remains here, cross multiplying, we get V square minus U square is equal to 2S. So these steps are very, very important. I told you that these needs a lot of practice. In the first way you will not understand or you will not able to do. So it is suggested that please see the video at least for 2 or 3 times. Follow the steps that I am telling you. Take a pen and copy with you. Try to solve yourself. You'll definitely will understand. And if you have any queries, I told you we are always there to help you. You can contact us in our WhatsApp number or convey us your problem. So we are always there to help you. But the concept should be clear. Dear students, we are going to take this again in the next step and next video also. But for the time, please practice them, understand well. Dear students, we are not giving any IP or homework at this moment due to the examination, due to the home assessment we are going. But in the next coming video, we will be starting with some more homeworks for you, and all homeworks should be given to us in a given time. By then, now, thank you so much and stay safe.